Good afternoon, folks. This is going to be the panel discussion on online bidding. If you're looking for Leadership Lion class, that is in room 202 upstairs. So this is the panel discussion on online bidding. You got time to make it up there yet, sir?
Okay.
I have evaluations. If people haven't got one, if you raise your hand, I'll run one out to you. We'd like everybody to fill evaluations out, please. Thank you.
There's some kind of
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Whitley. I'm the official. They give me a job to get to pick all these evaluation forms up. So that's my job, and to introduce all the important people to you. I would like to welcome you here this afternoon, and they have a script that we're supposed to go through that I'll try to abbreviate. This session is being recorded for future access to the online NAA Knowledge Center. And if you haven't looked at the Knowledge Center, that's a really good tool because you can pick up on classes that you weren't able to attend here in years previous. These recordings provide an excellent informational recap, allowing you to listen to the sessions you missed, and are a great training tool and informational source for colleagues who could not attend. If you want personal copies of any or all these sessions, stop by the NA info booth to find out more. Number 2, evaluation forms serve multiple purposes for us here at Conference and Show, so make sure you have one before we begin. They're down here on the corner, and if I miss somebody, I'll be happy to run one up to you when I'm done with a little spiel here. Completing the evaluation form gives us feedback for future planning, provides attendance numbers, and is how we award continuing education credits. Evaluations are very important to NAA, so please take 3 minutes to complete yours and hand it back into me after the session. I'll be down here by the door when the session concludes and be happy to pick yours up. And if anybody needs one when I'm done speaking, just raise your hand. I'll be happy to run one up to you. As was mentioned in the opening session on Wednesday, you must display your name badge, this green thing to be in here. And if you don't have one, please excuse yourself, go to the registration desk to obtain a replacement. As always, please remember proper phone etiquette during the session. Please set your phones on vibrate or turn them off. With no further ado then, it's now my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Tom Jordan, who's over here, and then he's going to do the rest of the introductions. This session with Tom's leadership is going to be to compare various online bidding platforms to learn about the unique features of each, and I think we're very happy to have 8 people up here today. Tom is a first-generation auctioneer and a leader in the auction industry. I've known him quite some time. He's been on several NAA committees, including the Membership Committee, Allied Partners, AARE Committee, CES Committee, the Conference and Show Committee, and more. He's also been a presenter several times at Conference and Show. He's a licensed auctioneer, real estate broker in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, and everywhere else in the South. He's also a personal property appraiser and has conducted auctions from the Outer Banks, North Carolina, to Las Vegas, Nevada. He's president of United Country Carolina Auction and Realty in Raleigh, North Carolina. Did I say Raleigh right? Yeah. It's kind of a Colorado drawl that I get. I'm not sure how to pronounce it sometimes. It's like Louisville. I'm not going to know how to say that when I get there. Real estate broker and appraiser, primarily North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Tom's earned CAI designation from NAA and also has AARE, ATS, CES, and MPG. So it's like he's got everything but one. With no further ado, Tom Jordan, ladies and gentlemen.
We did this last year, and by popular demand, y'all asked for it again, so we're doing it again. I'm going to start a little bit different this time. And like I said, last year, this is more about best practices and us sharing as a group together. These guys have got a world of information in their minds. You got ideas and thoughts and things you want to know about too. So But what I want to do is, first of all, how many of y'all do not do online auctions right now and looking at it? That's your target. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. All right. What I'm going to do to start off is, I'm going to pass this microphone around to everybody. And I'm going to let each vendor give their elevator speech in 3 minutes, 2 minutes, they can make it happen, because this class is only an hour this year. But we can go on if we need to. Speech, and then we'll go from there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ellen Weintraub from CUS Business Systems. We do online auctions, timed online auctions, and pre-bidding, publishing online catalogs. It's all an outgrowth of our regular back office auction software, so everything is tied together. And I'm going to keep it very brief. We have just redesigned our online auction so that it is now privately branded and looks like your website, so your visitors don't know that they're going to another provider. And I'd love to talk to you at your convenience. Thanks.
My name is Russ Hilk. I'm a vendor here with a company called WaveBid, and we do not provide online auctions. But I'm up here today because we're going to talk about best practices, and I'm also an auctioneer. Trained in 2002 at Worldwide. I started as a bid caller. I transitioned my auction business from live to online only, and now with WaveBid, we work with just about every person on the stage to make the auctioneer more successful on whatever platform they choose. I'd love to talk to you more about that, and I've sold on BidSpotter, I've sold on ProxyBid, I ran my business on Maxa, and like I said, we work with a lot of the vendors that are up here today, so I'm more than happy to take any questions that you have related to them, because I'll tell you how it is, because frankly, you're my customers, and I'm not trying to get that business. And I'll also, anything best practices related to how to do online auctions, that's what I'm here for today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Stuart Bain. I'm the Vice President and Chief Technology Officer at Auctionservices.com. Auctionservices.com was founded in 1994, so for almost the past 2 decades we've been helping auctioneers with their web presence and marketing. Over time, that role has grown from just web design and hosting into a variety of different marketing and consulting roles. We've been offering the Ignite auction suite and its predecessors for about the past decade now. And over time, we've helped our auctioneers in more of a consulting role find the bidding software or bidding service that best suits their needs. We've become familiar with a variety of the industry vendors and exhibitors over the years, worked very closely with them to help them brand their website and help them choose one that best fits their business model based on their expertise, their education, their technical aptitude, and the resources they have in their company. Sometimes it's a service, sometimes it's software that we sell and install for them on their own website and brand it for them, and we do everything in between. So, thank you.
Jason Nielsen, ProxyBid. I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations. We offer a whole gamut of things, starting with live bidding, timed bidding. We have a classified section. We do a little bit of everything, and we have different arrangements, different pricing for all of those. We also have what I would say, without hesitation, the best fraud system in the industry. And with that, we also have an amazing marketing team. And I think what really sets us apart from a lot of folks is we drive any amount of money that we make, we drive right back into our business. We're really looking to the future. We continue to build. We spent about $3 million over the last 2 years in our technology. Our uptime's about 99.98%, and we don't go down anymore. We may have one time a long time ago, but we don't anymore. So we fixed that, and we're looking to the future. We're excited about it, and we hope all of you come with us. Thanks.
My name is Brandon Parker. I'm the owner of Auction Flex and Bidopia. Auction Flex is the auction management software product that you use to run your back office, cataloging, clerking, cashiering, mailing lists, etc. Bidopia is our internet auction platform. It currently works for absentee bidding and internet-only auctions. Soon, it will also work for simulcast auctions. We're rolling out a brand new Bidopia 2.0. We'll start rolling out in the next month. It's been completely rebuilt from the ground up to be more interactive for the bidders and easier to use in the backside for the auctioneer. We have a simple philosophy at Auction Flex, and that is we always tell our customers the recommendation that we think is going to work best for their company, regardless of whether that means they're going to use our product or somebody else's. It's a simple philosophy with our internet auction platform. That is, they're your auctions and your bidders. We charge a flat bidding fee. We don't take a percentage of successful sales. And our solution is a hybrid. It's both a portal and a private label solution. All of your auctions will appear on bidopia.com. That's an aggregate portal website. But we also provide to you private label branded links that you can use from your website. It emulates your website and only shows your auctions. So when you're driving bidders through your website to your auction, they're staying on your website. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tim Hill. I'm the sales manager of the construction and ag division of bidspotter.com, where we focus on doing live webcast auctions for over a decade now. Our company is extremely focused in what we do. We have a motto around BidSpotter, and that is we sell machinery that makes money. And so we're very excited to be here and talk about best practices and making sure that putting your auction online fits on the proper platform and that it's a good choice for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Economo. I'm the president of Lou John's Enterprises, BidderCentral.com. We are, I believe, the originators of the private label technology, web technology model. Back in the 90s, we developed websites, management and clerking systems, live webcast, auction, and online-only auctions, all integrated into one system. They're available separately or together, fully integrated, all designed by our company. Every part of our technology runs, not only looks like your site, but actually runs on your domain where the auction company actually owns their data and brands themselves exclusively. Thank you.
My name is Justin Clark. I own RealTimeBid.com. We provide live and online auction solutions, and we pride ourselves on the technology side of things. From the ground up, the wires, the networking, the tools that make your jobs easier, quicker, better, faster. We provide live simulcast auctions, we provide online-only auctions, and we also provide timed auctions. We have the option to do privately branded, where you don't know it's a product of Real Time Bid. We also have a portal where you can take advantage of the bidder base that we already have. I've been born and raised in the auction business. It's my passion, and I probably wouldn't be happy doing anything else if it wasn't auction related.
I'll let you hang on to the mic, pass it around. I appreciate y'all coming and spending this time. You've been working hard all week. Thank you for sharing with us. Yeah. Come on. It is a- It's died. Wow. All right. Maybe I just flipped it. But I appreciate y'all coming out. I will start kick things off and ask a question and let y'all pass the mic around, and then we just open up the floor. This is y'all's session. Asking questions, asking what you want to know. Okay? So my first question would be, there's been a lot of changes since last year. And what have you seen that is good, that has changed the industry to make it a better, more secure, marketable item to use? as far as online auctions are concerned, whether it's live, whether it's time. Talk about what's not good to go on there, what is good, and so forth. So it's a general questions. And open it up, start at the end, and work our way back.
Okay, things that I've seen in the past year, probably one of the biggest things is the security and fraud prevention. Everyone needs to jump on that bandwagon if they haven't already. I would say the security of us as providers bringing a vetted bidder to the table is probably something that should be first and foremost, in addition to the services and the other things that we can provide. Vetting of the bidders that come to your table is probably something that should be at the top of your list. That would be probably one of the things that I would say has changed a lot. A lot of us have implemented a lot of things recently, but that's probably first and foremost, being able to rely on what bidders are being brought to your table.
I think you hit it right on the head. You know, other things that have changed is may not have to do entirely with technology, but the auctioneers' knowledge and acceptance and so forth and understanding. You know, there's a lot of different technologies that are always changing. Security has certainly been one of the most, but the auctioneers are changing every year and bringing everything else forward.
One of the things I've noticed in the industry that's really changed this year is the cataloging process has become a lot more streamlined because of some of the providers up here. Their clerking software having the capabilities to get catalogs to their providers quicker, easier, faster. It's made it real nice. So that's been one of the main things I've noticed, and obviously again, security's been obviously a main topic this year, and is definitely moving forward.
That's not fair, you stole my name. We've worked hard over the last few years to increase the cataloging process efficiency. We've added some technologies into Auction Flex to make it easier to have multiple photos, use those descriptions. We have a process called cataloging by image, which is a self-reinforcing process that encourages you to take multiple pictures of the items because you'll need those items to actually describe with. It's a great feature, self-reinforcing. Doesn't matter which provider you use. Auction Flex obviously can dump out your catalog, use it with anybody.
So I can say security, since we've all said that pretty much, and it has changed. It's changed a lot. And whoever you use, I would recommend that you continue to push them on the security front and ask the tough questions. The other thing that I think is changing, and continued change has changed over the last 20 years, I guess, is competition and the continued need to do more auctions online, do them faster, and take on more consignments. So we're seeing a large growth in everyone who's been using us, and I'm assuming the others have the same. Thanks.
We kind of have a unique position and perspective because we drive the web presence of so many different types of auctioneers and so many different companies who use different platforms. One of the big changes that I think we've seen is that the marketing and the technology driving that marketing has changed in the past year to where we're starting to see less of a focus on the Google AdWords and SEO, things like that, and it's moving more and more into the social media realm to whereas before an auctioneer would spend $1,000 a month with us on nothing but search engine optimization. And now they're asking us to take that money and invest it into targeted Facebook ads and managing their Facebook page. And aside from that, the other driving factors in that is we're starting to see a drastic shift in the platforms And we're starting to see more iPads, iPhones, Android phones, and we're getting tons more requests to make our software and the websites mobile friendly. We're going to continue to see that trend because you may not be able to spend a couple thousand on a really nice desktop, but AT&T will certainly give you a top of the line phone for a 2-year commitment on a data plan. So we're starting to see more and more of that. Those shifts are, we've seen the increase in that over the past year, and I think that's a trend we'll probably continue to see.
Who here at a live auction has ever had a bad bidder that didn't pay for their items or wrote a bad check? Okay, online isn't a silver bullet. It's not going to prevent that, but it's not going to be any worse if you go with a provider who's concerned with vetting their bidders. It's up to you to figure out who those are by asking them that question and follow it up with, what are you doing? And if it makes sense to you, it's probably a good solution. If it sounds a little bit contrived, it's probably a little bit contrived. The single biggest change from Orlando to Spokane that I've seen are the bidders. Now, for those of you who raise your hand, who's bought something online in the last year? If you look around, there's a fair amount of hands up. The reality is buyers are becoming more and more comfortable buying online. Last year, the year before that, 5 years before that, it was eclectic, it was fun. I can't afford to fly across the country. One photo's final, call the auctioneer. That doesn't fly anymore, and it's only going to get harder for us to market online. We have to take multiple photos. We have to attach PDFs. If it's moving, you need a video, because frankly, photos go on walls, and if I want to buy a vehicle, if I want to buy a classic car, I want to hear that engine, I want to see those wheels move. That's the biggest change I've seen in the last year.
Just stole mine. But I will add that the one thing I've seen, because we operated an online auction that is privately branded, and we're not dealing with a live provider in most cases, I would say that the thing that I've seen is that not only are the bidders becoming more sophisticated, the auctioneers are catching up. It took a while, but they're catching up. And I would say that the one thing that you have to watch out for that we're seeing more and more of are people who, because they already have a bad track record with you, and you know who they are, that they are now registering and trying to log in as a different person in order to bid as an entirely different person, and you have to be super vigilant in order to catch them. Sometimes it requires a lot more homework on your part than you would like to provide, but you have to do it.
Let you hang on a minute. I'm going to open this to the floor, let y'all guys ask questions, ask them, tell them some things that you would like to see, tell them if you're just new to it, ask a basic question if you'd like to. Whatever you want to do, just raise your hand. I will bring the mic to you because this is being recorded. So I'll open it up to questions. Anybody got any questions? Right.
So I understand that some of you have the privately branded plus the portal. So my question would be, I do use one of your services right now, and so of course I'm splashing that name all over my advertising. So some of you have never even heard of. So what are you doing to drive people to your brand to know about my auction? Does that make sense?
I always, when people call our office, and we get this call almost daily, they say, I want to be like such and such auctioneer. Or they say, what do you do for online bidding? Or tell me about your auctions. And I go through a questionnaire process with them. And one of the first things I ask them is if they've done online auctions before. And if so, do they have an existing bidder base? Many auctioneers don't. They start off and they have no, they don't have anyone to bring into their fold. They need a marketplace like what ProxyBid offers, or like what Bidopia offers with the existing bidder base. And for those, we call those YBOB. You benefit from our bidders or their bidders. And then BYOB is bring your own bidders. Each one has its virtues, and we help market a lot of auctions where we send people straight into a ProxyBid link or an auction flat site. And then likewise, we also have a lot of auctioneers that we help market their brand and brand themselves, and they've become almost a portal in their own right. So it really depends on, as I mentioned when I introduced myself, the experience of the auction company, the technical prowess of the staff, and the marketing reach that you already have. So, but I'll let Jason talk about the marketplace.
So we spend a large amount of money every month driving traffic to our site. And we specialize in going after, what is sold on our site, of course. So we advertise in all of the major publications. You probably may have seen some of our commercials that we've run across the country. And we are continuously looking for new avenues. Facebook, we have amazing things. If you don't win an iPad here, get on there. We're usually doing some type of iPad giveaway. And just drawing more people in. And it is a priority for us to bring more people to site. The more people we bring, the more bids that come, everybody wins. So we're very focused on it. We have a whole roadmap about it that if you wanted to call, we could go through that.